Hi everyone. Jean-Baptiste, I hope I pronounced it right. We'll be talking about Kdenlive. It is there with us for more than 10 years, and he'll be talking about the challenges that we are still facing with Kdenlive, and along with that, he will be talking about the evolution of video editing in open source world. So over to him. John.
Okay, thank you. So, thanks for being here. I will do a short talk. I just knew a few days ago that I could come here, so it was a bit short time to prepare my talk. So, excuse me in advance. So, I will first give a few explanations on how Kdenlive works. I've been implied in this project for more than 10 years now, and basically Kdenlive is just a graphical interface for MLT, the MLT frameworks. The MLT frameworks was mostly developed by Dan Denedy, who is a very famous person in the video world of Linux. For those who are old enough, he wrote Kino on DVGrab, who was the first tools that could be used to produce video on Linux. So he's a very competent person, and we are working closely with him to develop Kdenlive. It's closely related to MLT, and some of the MLT modules were written specifically for Kdenlive. So we have a very good communication between the two projects. And what I like about the MLT framework is that it's some kind of glue between all kind of multimedia projects under Linux. So it's using FFmpeg, SOX, and lots of other projects and putting them together. So it's not trying to rewrite everything from the start, like some video editors try to do, and most of them fail because I think it takes several years to reach a good video framework. Okay. So Kdenlive was from the start, it was a KDE-based project, but it's only in 2011 that we started to have more contacts with the KDE community. Before that, I mostly worked by myself without many interactions with the KDE community. And in 2011, there was a meeting in Renda. So it was the first time that I personally met some people involved in KDE, and it was a great opportunity. It allowed us to build a small team and to really move forward. And last year, Kdenlive won an Akademy award, and it was really nice. I was really glad to receive this. And it also started a move to have closer links with the KDE community. Since last year, we started a move towards KDE. First of all, we moved the website on the KDE infrastructure, we moved the blog tracker, and slowly we integrated the KDE Applications release. And this was a very positive move because it allowed us to benefit from the KDE infrastructure, and so the developers could concentrate more on the code and less on website and other issues that are around the project. Also now we have a build server and all kind of services that are part of KDE, and it's really a great opportunity for us. Okay. Okay, so yes, I already talked a bit about this. So also being part of KDE means that we go to these meetings, and it's also really motivating to meet people, and it's also, I think, very interesting if we can exchange with other multimedia applications like Krita and others that have larger user base than Kdenlive and more experience. I think we can really benefit from more exchange and communication between these applications, because partly we meet the same problems and we can really help each other. The move towards KDE also allowed us to participate to the Google Summer of Code for the first time. So we have currently a student working on integrating curve animations in Kdenlive, and I hope that we can merge this code for the end of the year release. Okay, if you have questions, you can interrupt me.
How smooth was the move?
It was smooth. There was Mario Fuchs who helped. He followed us and did some mentoring to help us integrate with KDE. And also, what I really like is that he helped us to ask us some questions. For example, to define a mission for Kdenlive, something which I never really thought about before, because I am myself doing some video editing for as a hobby, semi-professional, and I developed Kdenlive for what I need. So basically, it's for myself. But Mario helped us to think about defining a mission for Kdenlive, which means for which user and which job Kdenlive should be designed. And I think to have this vision also will benefit us to have a better visibility, and I think it's a very interesting reflection which was not there previously. So, and yeah, I'm very happy with this move, and it's also a big change is that before we released the Kdenlive version maybe every 2 years, and now there is a bug fix release every month because we don't have to manage it. So this is also a big help for us.
A question: is it ported to frameworks 5?
Sorry?
Is it using frameworks 5?
Frameworks?
Yeah.
KDE frameworks 5.
Oh yes, sorry. Yes, we did. Yes. One of the problems with Kdenlive is that it became a huge program, and I feel like we're always doing some porting and some refactoring. So, but at the beginning of this year, we started to move towards KF5. And we have now released our first version 15.04 that is based, this is a simple port to KF Frameworks 5. And now in August we're going to release the second version which integrates some refactoring because we're trying to clean up the code. Yes, right. It's traffic. And one of the problems with Kdenlive is that we have been using the MLT frameworks for 10 years, and at the beginning we were communicating with MLTs through XML. So we were generating XML files, sending them to MLT, and displaying the results. But now we have a better integration. We are using the libraries directly, but in the code we still have some old ways to work that have to be changed. So there are some big architectural changes that have to be done to make the code cleaner and easier to understand. But we have started this work since the beginning of this year with Vincent Pinon, who's a French guy who is also working with me, and we were quite happy of the results. So, we are now using K5 for the release version. But it's still, since, because we made some large architectural changes on Kdenlive. Kdenlive is a big program. We have of course, some side effects. So when I tried to prepare my presentation with Kdenlive, I discovered at least 5 bugs this morning trying to prepare it. So we still have a lot of work. And yes, I think we have, it's very difficult to reach some kind of stability. I feel like we're always trying to catch up.
Don't feel too bad about that, because when I sit down and want to draw something with Krita, within 5 minutes I'm coding again because I found a bug or an issue or something that's not going smooth. I don't know how those artists do it. But pretty much every video tutorial on Krita is made with Kdenlive.
Yeah, we have some really great input from users, also some people teaching to kids with Kdenlive and some small video stations. Yeah, so it's great, but still a lot of work ahead of us. Oops. Yeah. So the weaknesses of Kdenlive. Yes, one of the weaknesses that is based on, it's also a strength, but it's based on MLT. And MLT is not very well-known framework, not used very widely, and it's mostly developed by one guy. So this is maybe a bit dangerous to rely on such a project. But on the other side, MLT is, I think, it's a really efficient tool and really well designed. So I mentioned, yes, refactoring and porting, which takes a lot of energy. And also one thing that we really need for our project is to communicate more on what's happening, on what we are doing, because we are only blogging maybe 3 times a year for the last months, so it's not enough. And as I said, defining a mission for Kdenlive, I think, will be a very good step forward. So now the strengths of Kdenlive. I think MLT is a really good project. Also, since Kdenlive is mostly a graphical interface, you don't need to have advanced knowledge of video, how video works to help the project, because it's mostly an interface. So I think it's quite easy to join the project. And Kdenlive can have many different usages. Some people are using it to make video dubbing. Some people, I use it sometimes to make interactive presentations. So I think it can be used in many different ways, and it's, I think, one of the strengths of it. Okay, so what we are doing now, the KF5 porting is now done, and the refactoring to clean up the code is in good progress. We have tried to make some small goals that are easier to integrate. So this is going quite smoothly. And yes, we have to work more on the community. I really like also the way that Krita managed to have users posting interviews to I don't know the word, to show what they do with Krita. I think it's a great way to make some publicity for an application.
So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay, and about the future developments, so we have to think about the user interface. I was quite stunned a few weeks ago when I saw my sister's kid, who is 10 years old, who was doing video editing on her smartphone, and something that was, I was almost not aware that you can do this, but so it's, I think we have to think about what place does Kdenlive have with the evolution of mobile devices, since currently we are only based on desktop computers. And I would also like to increase communication with other multimedia projects like Krita or Digicam. I think we could, yes, because Krita is now developing some animation features, so maybe we could try to find ways to interact and communicate and take advantage of each other.
Every time someone asks me about a feature for a Krita animation that's already in Kdenlive, I already tell them, no, we are going to just output a bunch of ping images, and it's another application's job.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we can find a way to make this transition easier. But I really have different goals. Okay, and then I plan to show you some live demos, but since I didn't take the adapter, I couldn't use my own laptop. So I tried to do some screen grabs, which are really shaky, just to demonstrate to you some of the recent developments in Kdenlive. So I just filmed this morning with my laptop, and it's just to show you the color correction feature. But it's because of the screen recording, it's not really fluent. And we have also a new feature, which is a split screen effect to show the original video and the video with the effect. So it's just a recent feature that we are going to release with the next version in August. Okay, so I'm arriving at the end of my presentation. Thanks. If somebody has a question.
Thank you, John. So anybody wants to ask a question, we have.
I'm from Taiwan, and we are promoting voiceover in Taiwan. And Kdenlive used to be one of the important voiceover we promote for video editing. But now, our partners promote OpenShot more because they think that it is easier to use. So, since you are considering about rewriting the UI, maybe one of the suggestions is that maybe you can have a simpler UI and a more detailed UI, different level. That's a suggestion. And do you really consider to develop a mobile version? I can't imagine to use a mobile device to do the video editing.
Me neither, but maybe some younger people can imagine it. But yes, about OpenShot, I think that's the question about which user is Kdenlive for. The OpenShot project is now almost dead for almost 2 years. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We have anyways to rethink the UI, but I'm not wanting to make a very basic video application. So I think we will keep this multi-track option. Sorry. Someone before.
Laptops are not just, this is a touch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So everything's changing. So was just showing off my new laptop, which also is, it's touch and, yeah, everything's becoming one. So saying phones are like different, they're smaller.
Yeah.
Hi, so I used to use a lot of Kdenlive, and if you use it a lot, it's a stressful application.
Yes.
The crashes are not horrible because you tend to save a lot without noticing, but it crashes often. But the thing that made me stop was that doing the transitions and doing animations and doing complex effects is very tedious and not well sampled. And believe it or not, I started using QML directly to do my video editing. I record the thing. So I'm wondering if you would integrate more of the QML logic visibly inside, your little scripting thingy that I would actually edit. Maybe would ease the transition and the possibilities in terms of animations and with the key graphic effects are amazingly great, and you get a lot more speed than you currently have. So that'd be an idea.
For the user interface of Kdenlive, I just started to use QML. For the example, the monitor split screen effect was done in QML, and also the title module in Kdenlive really needs a rewrite. Yeah. Oh. It's very old stuff, and it's very hard to maintain. And one of the possibilities is that there is a WebVFX module in MLT that supports display of QML. So for future development, I would really like to use this MLT module to display QML directly inside the video, which would allow some scripting and things like this. I think it would be a good thing, but we have not yet found time to work on it.
Maybe they need somebody over here.
Are you the only Kdenlive developer right here at Akademy, or are the other guys here as well?
I think I'm alone. We are really a very small team. I'm the only one who worked on it on a long time. And 3 years ago we had a small team, but then I had to stop development for 1 year because of health issues, and then the team kind of disappeared. So now mostly Vincent Pinon, who is in France, is working with me, but it's almost all the developers that we have.
The reason I'm asking, I was sort of wondering, because we've been through this define our mission statement already. I was thinking, well, maybe let's sit together, you and me, Timothy, and the other developers. But if just you and then two of us, we might be too intimidating. But if you want to work on your vision statement, I'd love to help with that as well.
Yeah, good.
Any more questions? We have time for 1 minute.
You talked about the Google Small Code project to animate curves, and is it about to animate the Bezier curves inside the make like mask or something like that?
It's like currently all our effects only have linear transitions, and so this would allow us to have Bezier-like curves in effects.
Oh, you mean into the parameters?
Yes, in the
Okay.
parameters.
I was wondering if it was Bezier curves, graphic Bezier curves, like you create a mask and you use it to apply an effect on the software.
Okay, no, it's it's for effect parameters, but it also allows us, if you want to move an object on the screen, to move it using curves instead of just lines.
Okay.
Awesome. So thank you, John.
Thank you.